Everyone, I'm Sofi. Currently, I'm at Kechara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia. Today, I'll be sharing with you the benefits of making butter lamp offerings. The offering of light to the Buddha is extremely meritorious and beneficial. Of course, the Buddha, being enlightened, does not require any offerings, but from our side, we need the merits generated from the butter lamp offering towards our spiritual path to be successful and free of obstacles. The benefit of butter lamp offerings are: one will obtain bright, beautiful, good eyes. 2. One has proper understanding and views. 3. One will easily obtain the heavenly eye and can see distant and subtle situations. 4. One does not break vows. 5. One's wisdom is perfect and will gain the wisdom that discriminates between what is to be virtuous and not non-virtuous. 6. One's performance of virtue will not be hindered by difficulties or obstacles. 7. One is often able to see Buddhas and becomes the eye for all sentient beings. 8. One can take rebirth as the wheel-turning Lord King or King in the Brahman heaven. 9. At the point of death, one will recall virtuous Dharma without forgetting, and all those positive deeds while living will appear in the mind. One will have the joy in the mind and recall the Buddha. The body and the mind will be pure without any worries or suffering at the point of death. 10. Both eyes and 4 limbs will always be free from defects. 11. One will be healthy, and the vocal cords will be soft and flexible, and one's voice will be charming and beautiful. 12. One's mind will be clear and bright with intelligence, not affected by stupidity. 13. One's life will be stable and peaceful, and all necessities will be sufficient. One's mind will be free from fears. 14. One's wealth will increase, and body and mind will be free and liberated. 16. One will not have verbal feuds, clashes, or quarrels with others. One can travel the world without any worries and without creating any disturbing emotions such as anger, jealousy, or give rise to ignorance. One will not do anything out of the hazy, confused mind. One will not be easily misled by external factors. 18. One will not take rebirth in the dark, gloomy place. 19. One will possess great merits. 20. One will not run into any accidents while traveling or walking like stepping on unclean substance. Be free from fear of dogs or wolves and their barks or howls. One will not fall or hurt oneself and not drop into pits or lose one's life. 21. The money we could have used for something negative is now being used for something positive. 22. Eradicate miserliness and form a connection with the Buddha, a connection with the Buddha that when we meditate on them, our minds will transform. 23. Create the karma of opening the mind to receive the Dharma. Traditionally, butter lamp is made of butter and ghee, set around a handmade cotton wick, and the preparation is a lot. But nowadays, we can offer ready-made candles, and due to safety issues of leaving the candles burning, we can even offer electric candles or battery-operated ones. His Eminence Sam Rinpoche had advised on many occasions that it is very beneficial to engage in retreat of offering 100,000 butter lamps. Such a retreat allows the practitioner to develop deeper wisdom, increase realizations, and make a connection with the deity of whom the butter lamp are being offered. Recently, Sam Ladrang in Kechara Forest Retreat created a butter lamp offering facility in hopes of offering the many practitioners the opportunity to engage in this meritorious undertaking, which is the 100,000 butter lamb offerings. Of course, there's an alternative. Because a lot of practitioners nowadays are very busy. So Rinpoche has advised that we could actually engage in the 100,000 butter lamb offerings by sponsoring a retreat or hire somebody else to physically offer on your behalf. The benefits are, for both parties. The person who sponsored the full cost of the retreat will benefit because he directly spends the money and from the hard work that he earns from and effort towards the virtuous act of making the offerings, while the person who helps to make the offering, who physically prepare and make the light offerings, will also benefit because he's doing the work in relations to the three jewels, which is the Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. And instead of earning money in the ordinary job, he's engaging in good Dharma work. So you can actually start on your 100,000 butter lamb offering, easily. And then with this, I will end my sharing here. Thank you very much for joining me. And I'll take some questions. Okay, a question from Joy. May I know why is the offering of light so meritorious as you mentioned? Is it better than offering any other offerings? For offering of light, it dispels your darkness. As you know, light, so it dispels the darkness within your mind, the ignorance. And as I mentioned, there was like a list of 22 advantages, the benefits from 23 benefits from offering the lights. So as such, other offerings will be addressing to other areas of benefits, but in the end you gain the merits as well. So it creates a different cause for different offerings create different causes. So for light, it's like creating a lot, like the 23 benefits that I mentioned earlier. A question from Valentina. What's the relationship between offering light and resulted in traveling without worries? For this, I'm not very sure, so it's better that I will look up the answer and I'll answer you in the comment section later. Thank you. From Valentina, what is the difference between offering electric butter lamp and the traditional butter lamp? This I think I better look up the answer and answer you later. What does it mean by mind and body be liberated? Being liberated, this one is from Yi Yin Teo. Being liberated will be from suffering. So that will mean that the mind will be liberated from suffering, and the body also will not suffer. You will not get illness and sickness. From Pastor Shin, how does one offer 100,000 offerings on our own? Does it have to be a certain amount every day, Do I have to do it every day? If you're in a retreat, yes, you do have to do it every day, but the amount will be up to your own budget, but every day you will have to do at least one, so until you reach the 100,000, that will be considered a retreat. And from Yi Yin Teo, if I cannot afford the cost to sponsor 100,000 butter lamb retreat, does it mean that I will not be able to engage in butter lamb offering? Is there any alternative? This I'm not sure as well, so I will answer you later when I find out the answer for you. But yeah, I think I'll answer you later. Thank you. Question from Joy. So would you say light offering is very good compared to others because it gets rid of ignorance? I think because each offering addresses different areas, so it can't be said that it's better or not, but since it does get rid of ignorance, yes it does, because from ignorance arises a lot of our sufferings. So in that sense, yes, it does. From Pastor Adeline, how does offering light dispel darkness as in wisdom? It's symbolic, as in when you're in a dark room, that when you have a light, then it dispels the darkness. So when we offer light, we are creating the cause for our ignorance to be dispelled, and in that way then the wisdom will once you remove the ignorance, then you create the cause for the wisdom to learn Dharma, and then the wisdom will grow from there. Right, is there any more questions? Right, for those questions that I have not been very clear on it, don't worry, because when I will get the answer out, every of your questions, I'll repeat the answer in the comment section. So by then I will look it up and give you a better answer for that. So for now, thank you for joining me, and I will end the session with the prayer for dedication in Tibetan. Thank you. Jangjo Senjo Rinpoche, Make Panam Geyishi, Ke Panam Pame Payang, Goni Gondo Pewashu, Toni Toa Rinpoche, Make Panam Geyishi, Ke Panam Pame Payang, Goni Gondo Pewashu, Dasojini Sapagi Wadi, Dandandroa Guna Gampada, Kepa Jesu no Santrapai, Tamping Foreign Dusa, Seisho, Kewa Kuntu Yanda Lamada, Drami Choki Palano Joji, Sadam Langi Yaterazoni, Doji Changi Ngopangotoso, Gewa Di, Yududa, Lama Sangi Drioni, Joa Chikya Malupa, De Sala Gopasho, Joki Kyoko Sunkapa, Josunampa Pewala, Geki Samasiwada, Tungi Malo Sangwasho, Dadam Sungi Dosanda, Drewa Songi Lateni, Gewa Losantrapai, Tampa Yoreva, Gyushi, Ni Modele Sendele, Ni Mingunyandele Shi, Ni Sintato Delepa, Kuncho Sungi Jingilo, Kuncho Sungi Wadroso, Kuncho Sungi Trasi Shok. Jesu Lama Kusala Tingching, Nam Katrini Jojo Pada, Losam Tempe Dromi Subsongi, Droe Munsatatoni, Diushi, Gawa Rawe Koe Shinkamden, Bendandewa Mali Bioini, Chenren Zik One Tenzin Getsoi, Shapeshi de Badu Den, Diushi. Om Tompe Ngotro Malopa, Dende Dala Selduso, Godan Dempa Long Chokno, Kepa Sushi Shukten Cell. Thank you.